You started?
What you had on lip gloss today?
Yeah.
What lip gloss you had on?
Show TV.
Yeah, girl, because I see a little glitter on
We
there.
do?
Yeah, I know my glitter. Hi, guys. It's Shar.
And it's Sunshine.
And welcome to Nightschool.
I'm hyped because I just ate food. I was hungry.
She was hungry, and I'm just trying to pull myself together, right? Action. Lights, camera, action. Thank you guys for tuning back in. We know it's been a minute, but we're gonna be consistent for you guys.
We are definitely sorry.
We're so sorry. Yeah, we're so sorry because we know you missed us, and we absolutely missed you too.
Just a little bit.
You just missed them a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're gonna talk just like about what's been going on in our lives, whatever, real quick.
What happened? What's happened since we last?
I turned 23.
When was the last time we made a podcast?
June. Yeah,
that
so
is not good.
That's not good. But in July, I turned 23 years old, and I traveled to Canada, and I went to the CN Tower or whatever. It was really, really nice. And Canadian people are really cool.
They say that Canadian people are way nicer than New York people.
Oh my gosh, I was like running across the light because I thought that we had to rush. You know, like in New York when you just be beasting the light. I'm like, it's 3 seconds, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I ran, and everybody was looking at me like,
what
are you doing? We don't do that here.
Wow.
So I felt so weird and out of place. But what's a good thing about Canada is that your money in New York, if you live in New York, America. I just say New York.
But how is it that, like, we're not so far from each other, but the people are so different? Canada is not that far.
I'm sure they have a hood in Canada, but I just think that
even in the best,
I think what it is if you have a God-fearing community.
Canada is God-fearing?
I wouldn't say that. I just think they let everybody out in New York. I don't know where y'all coming from, but y'all need to go.
It's been a lot of shootings this week.
Yeah. Who got shot?
The Houston, the Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
There's another one in Ohio.
Oh,
like
yeah.
9 people, I think.
Mm-hmm. And
I need to get the hell up out of here. I got a dip.
Yeah, I feel like it's just horrible how when like you see these mass shootings and the media and everybody's making accommodations for these Caucasian people. I'm not saying that African Americans don't do things, but they're not held really accountable for all those things. You know what I mean? Like for their actions, which sucks.
And when was the Florida shooting?
Which one?
With the school.
That was
last year, right?
Which one?
The one I went to the school in Florida and shot up all the kids.
But that was not long ago.
No.
You talking about Sandy Hook?
No.
Oh, girl, which one?
Carrie, you know what I'm talking about. The white dude that went to the school.
But I know who you're talking about. Oh, yes. It was
shot.
like a college. It was a college.
No, that was a high school.
It was. I think it was a college.
It was a college.
Nah, bro.
And the cops gave him like a burger and drink when he was
finished. Where y'all be at? Y'all watching news?
No.
Y'all don't watch the news?
Full of propaganda. And they just be lying. They be like,
watching news sometimes.
Yo.
Florida shooting?
Yeah. And all the... What? Is this it? The dude went up and shot up the entire school.
Well, that was
a bunch of people died. That was last year.
Yeah.
But him, this one.
Yeah, that was him.
So
killing 17 students.
Yeah, and injured more than that too. He injured a lot of people.
Oh yeah, he was expelled.
This world is crazy.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying I need to be in an environment. I feel like New York is a little hostile for me right now. I'm not saying I feel like there's people crazy everywhere, but I just don't feel comfortable in New York anymore. I feel like I've just like when you at a friend's house and you just overstayed your welcome. Mm-hmm. Like your friend is looking at you like, get out, sis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump is telling me. I need to get out.
I was weak when that this ice is gonna come for you.
I'm I'm ready to get up out of here.
I'm not gonna put that in.
I was actually telling somebody, I was telling my client, she's from Grenada, I was telling her, like, I feel like this, when I first came here, it's so funny, when I first came here, like, every child dream is to be in America and experience that, like, American life, and I really did not want to be here. I was crying, like, every day, telling my dad to bring me back home, and I just didn't feel like this was home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never felt like this was home, so I'm thinking, like,
you trying to make a move?
I'm trying to make a big move.
I'm trying to make a move too, but I don't know where the Lord is leading me, but I hope it's just not here. I'm not raising my kids in New York. I already made that up in my mind. So I overstayed my welcome. Yeah, but that's what I did since you last seen me. And you,
I ain't doing nothing.
so Sharlene making it seem like she wake up and go to sleep and poop.
Yeah, I
and
ain't
go to
do
sleep.
nothing. My life is like the same thing, just work, do people lashes.
You sound more excited.
I don't do
You know,
nothing.
most people wish they had hands to do that.
Yeah, but still, that after a while, it
After
gets
a while,
annoying.
Yeah, passes appreciation. Yeah, look at her face.
So wait, so what was
That's
that?
an
Excited?
event.
That's an event. You went to an event.
What events you went to? You went to any recent events?
What's June? What I did June? What I did July? What? This is bad. I gotta get it together. I'm too old. I'm too young to be like this.
I'm like that too. I have a problem. I, Sharlene, am an introvert now. And that's weird.
Now, I'm an
It's so
introvert
weird. It's weird, but I'm happy. I think you more so trying to be like out.
Hell no, I ain't trying to be out.
Okay, so what you trying to do? You trying to be out with me?
I'm trying to be
Sunshine,
in the way I've always
I
been
think
in.
Sunshine needs to make more links with me, bro. I think that's what it is, cause you ain't making
bad
links.
introvert.
Well, I think what that's
It's so bad. I'm so introvert. Like, I don't have a text. I don't do nothing. I don't do
You
nothing.
and Sunshine text for 10 minutes a week.
I don't do nothing.
We had church fun day.
Church fun day.
Talk about your events that you've been to.
What
Yeah.
events?
These are still events.
The church fun day wasn't.
That's not extravagant. I'm on top of going to Canada. What the hell?
It's not to
Yeah, I know. I'm joking.
I know. It's not to stop. It's just to be like, yo, this is what I did, bro. I took a walk with my boyfriend in the sun.
Then you took me out on a date?
Yeah, we get it somewhere. Okay.
Yay! Okay, that's it.
Yo,
I think that's the
you don't want
only,
to describe
like...
the date? All right, so her husband took her out on a date.
Yeah.
So you woke up in the morning and what was there?
Nothing. He just said, let's go for some sushi.
Yo,
I said,
Sunshine,
okay.
your storytelling.
I went to get
yo.
some sushi, and he got some new headphones, and we got some smoothies, and we went to Target.
Okay, what you bought in Target? It's out. You
Lash
getting me
tape.
excited. You went to Target. Sunshine is funny, bro. All right, so next time we have a podcast,
I'm gonna make it a little bit more. My life is gonna be a little more exciting the next
So,
podcast.
so wait, you didn't run out of the church sports day? What did you do? They must
I
have
did
forced you to do something.
Forced me. Three-legged race.
Ah, you went there then?
Denton was on my team. Denton was on the red team. I was on the yellow.
oh, they separated you too.
Yeah. But Denton's such an intro, I'm telling you. The boy leave his team to come and sit next to me, and they're like, Denton, we need you. We need you. Denton go in his car on his phone, like, what are you doing?
Why?
He's
Oh,
such
both
a
of y'all.
loner.
No, but both of y'all are weird because you guys want to be around people and don't want to be around people.
Yes, that's what it is. It's so creepy. I don't know.
I just don't
I
want to be
do.
around
I want to
people.
get out, but I don't want to be around people.
Me too. I'm conflicted.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with me.
I think we need a
I took the
therapist.
test, and they was like, "Do you like being around people? Do you like adventure stuff?" I'm like, "Yeah." Do you like being around people? No. Like, I don't even know.
Right.
I'm confused.
You stuck between like being out and
Yeah.
I feel like I could be out, but it has to be with a solid group of people.
Yeah.
Who's not going crazy. Like you can't be drinking
Mm-hmm.
and turn up because now I'm scared. You know what I mean? Now I'm scared. You know, I feel like when you young or whatever, you could be around people who drink. But now I'm older, I don't think I can. I can't be around people who drink. You see how Kim was getting crazy at your wedding? It was giving me.
Now that was crazy.
It was giving
because
me anxiety.
That was a whole different story. Because this man, like, we could not find him. So now we thinking like somebody grabbed him.
Yeah, that's why I said it will give me anxiety.
That kind of drinking is too, like, that's too much.
Yeah,
that's
I think if you drink to a point where you're going crazy, I can't be around you.
Yeah, that's too much.
I can't be around people who drink and be like, let me get one more, because now you're giving me anxiety. I don't know what you're finna do. I don't know if you're gonna go
what's gonna happen, how you handle your alcohol.
Yeah, that stuff is crazy to me. So I feel like just being in a small group of controlled events, that's where my head is at, which is weird, but that's what I'm at. Yeah, but that's all that we did. We caught up with you guys for some minutes. And we're gonna get right into we don't want to call it girl chat.
Into this podcast.
Into the podcast. Into the girl pod chat.
Girl pod, AirPod, girl pod.
Gal pod. All right, gal chat. Let's call it gal chat, right? So we got some topics or whatever, and we went in a pool or whatever, and we gonna choose one, and we chose.
Which was very hard. That was very hard because there was so many good topics. It was just like,
yes. So we're gonna go with which one you want to start with? The one I chose or the one you chose?
We know the one.
I chose this one. All right. So we're gonna talk about.
Carrie, put 2 fingers up. Put 2 hands.
What?
Let one hand represent 9. And one hand represent 1. Put it in your head. Which one is 1? Which one is 9? Your left or your right, okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell him, pick a hand.
Okay. All right. Pick a hand. I'm left hand.
9.
All right. Let's start with that.
All right. So this is a topic that I've seen. I think it was on the reel. Because they said you like, should you put your man in your bio or whatever? All right, so this is basically about a relationship. When you're in a relationship or when you're talking or when you're dating someone, when is the right time to post them online?
I think you was going to answer first.
No, I'm asking you. Because it's your question. All right, so you explain your question.
All right, when is the right time to
All right, let me
When
see.
do you feel like is the right time to post your man online?
Honestly,
is there ever a right time?
No. I feel like, all right, now that I'm smarter and older, I feel like the time to post your man online. First of all, I feel like you shouldn't even be pressured to have to post. Shut up. You shouldn't be pressured to post your man online at all. Like, all right. How you turn this off? How you turn off that?
Turn this.
So you know I don't use it. I feel like the world be pressuring you to post your man or post your gal or whatever. You shouldn't. I feel like you could be married and not post. That's me personally. Now that I am older. And I don't think you should be like, oh, when we make it to a year, we're going to post each other. Or when we get married. Or I feel like if you want to, yeah, fine. But if you don't want to, you don't have to either. People could just, who really know you, like your friends, your family, they know y'all together. Why should it be pressure to post your man or your woman online? Does that mean you're single? No. Social media is what? 1% of your life? Probably 5%. The real 95% is what actually matters in real life. You know what I mean? I feel like we don't post every paycheck we get, but people somehow know we surviving and we got a job. Like, you know, it's just like people put this big foo on relationships. I mean, personally, I post my man if I feel like it, but I don't feel you should be pressured.
Yeah, if there was like, in terms of like timing, like if they were to ask like, should we post it like a year? Should we post it like when I feel comfortable? Like with that kind of question, I think like you should post it when you're sure. Like if you do want to post. Like,
when you sure or when both of y'all sure? Because you ever see
for both. For both. But when you sure that they're sure, and you're sure about the relationship, how about that? When you sure about the relationship, because like a lot of people, because in a year you probably even won't be sure. So I would not even say in a year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin, she's going out with this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Up to this day, nobody has seen him. I seen him, but nobody's seen him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily want to say that she's not sure, but she just want to keep her privacy.
Yeah, she want to keep her privacy.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're a person who wants to post your man and you're looking for a time frame, I would say make sure you're sure. And don't go off of feelings. Don't say, I'm sure because I feel. Like,
right?
Next you know it's the right time. And then next week y'all break. No. Because that is hella embarrassing. To post your man.
Oh, your woman.
And everybody's just like,
wasn't you telling me a story about some man who was like married and his girl left him and she got pregnant? Some story. You told me a story like that on Facebook, and he was venting on Facebook. You don't remember?
Yes. Oh, that is embarrassing. He had a whole baby. The girl left him. I think they was married for like 3 months.
All right.
But you know, he was posting.
Yeah, but that's embarrassing, and I feel like I'm stuck between. I think what's more so embarrassing is like either party posting and then it's like some cheating going on and you have baby mothers and girlfriends or ex-boyfriends commenting on it's just too much. Mm-hmm. Like social media could really mess up a relationship. Mm-hmm. I personally think because you have some girls who be like, yo, he ain't post me yet. Is he cheating? Is he trying to be private? Is he ashamed of me? Because they say it's a difference between being private and what? Keeping somebody a secret. Mm-hmm. I think that if you know he loves you and you love him, it's not a secret. Mm-hmm. He's showing you. But if you don't want to post it on social media, first of all, social media is someone's brand sometimes. So if they don't want to include you in a brand, it's okay. You get me?
I don't want to post my man on my business page.
That's what I'm saying.
If you have your own personal Instagram, okay, so it kind of looks a certain way, right? So let's say you don't want to post your man, for example, because not implying that she has a man, but I'm just saying, like, imagine if you wanted to post your man, right? And you just want to keep it private, but would you think the same thing of your significant other if they don't want to post you? Would you think like, oh my God, what are he trying to hide? Like,
I personally don't care.
Secret?
I don't care because in real life, if the love is strong, that stuff don't matter. That's a fact. Because if he love you, you're gonna know it. And the biggest lie that somebody could tell you is a man gotta wait and take some time. No, when a man sees you, he knows he's going to marry you within a time frame.
Not all. Some of them is slow.
That's okay if you got time. But for us fast-paced women who be on some fast type of time and like, okay, you built to be married and to be a good wife and to have a family and stuff and you know what you want. When a man sees you, he's gonna know. He's gonna be like, all right, this is somebody I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with. By maybe your first, second, or third conversation. I'm telling you.
Like my this lady talks so much. You can blur this one out. The lady that does my she was talking about this guy she met. I think 2 months. No, not even a month. 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. She's like, I seen him and I just know that, mind you, the time when she was doing my she said she was going to see this dude. Mm-hmm.
Why you know her business?
Because you talk.
I'm going to beep it out.
She said, I have a feeling he's going to be around for a while. 3 weeks later, she's dating a different dude. I have a feeling he's going to be around for a while. My thing is, like, she sees, apparently, like, that they're going to be together for a while, and he don't. Like, he's just, like, I'm telling her, like, some people don't see it as quick. Like, give them time.
No, I think, I think some people, that's just a sickness.
No.
Whatever call it what it is.
Oh, my God, the lady was talking for 2 hours straight. about this guy, John. I know everything about John. I even know John.
All right, we'll block his name out. Poor John probably watching this video. You know him?
You know, you leaving that people have different social media history too. Gotta think about that.
What do you mean?
Someone probably new to social media. I think people don't post.
Some people new to social media, so they don't know how to post.
Nah, so they don't have a time frame. They just post anything.
True.
Now, everybody was on, because most people why they don't post on social media is because their life got ripped apart on social media at some point.
My life.
But social media definitely could like really ruin somebody's relationship.
Social media,
because it would really have like for someone who's insecure, it would really have you thinking like, oh my God, why you not posting me? Why you not saying this? Why he not tagging me in this or all these things? And all along the man just don't. Y'all really care for it.
And one thing about me, I want to be her. This is why we here on Nightschool, so I could school y'all real quick. From my personal experience, I did post someone. They probably will never see this. I don't care. You know why? Because I posted an ex. I wouldn't even say that it's an ex, but let's call it an ex. And I posted an ex, and it just wasn't great. It wasn't a great situation. Because when that crumbled, my life, I felt like my whole world was just, ooh. I posted him too much. Everybody was inboxing me, oh, you gonna get married to him. You gonna be your husband. You gonna be married. And it put a battery in your back. I was feeling like the Energizer Bunny, boom, boom, right? Until that battery got snatched and sis was left through. I say all this to say
through.
I was left through. I'm through. You know, like when you be like, I'm through. I was through. And it's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Take it from me. I want to help you young people. I want to help you old people. If you are talking to someone, don't feel pressure to post them. I'm telling you. Because they could be a real good person and it still don't work. That doesn't mean that that's the person you're going to spend
doesn't mean it's a bad person. It just means y'all was not meant for each other.
Social media different.
And I feel like what it is too is that these days people really be flipping through. Because I even find myself doing it sometimes. Like if somebody arguing, I'm looking at this person's page, going back on this page, like, oh look, the baby mama left that. Just for me personally. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm screenshotting it or sharing it. I'm just in people's business sometimes. And that's just what it is. People was all up in mine, and it was my fault. I take 100% responsibility for it. I'm not gonna sit here and like be tight, but now I know. Like I have a man, I don't have a man. Nobody ever know. The world will never know.
So right? It's based on your social media history.
It is based on your social media history because if say that never happened to me, every person that I met will be on my social media. You feel me? But because it happened to me, you, I don't care, and nobody can question me. Like you in a relationship? I swear, I went to Canada. Everybody was inboxing me. Oh, this person. Oh, you must be with a. Why can't I just pick up myself and go to Canada?
Because the camera can't take a picture in the air.
It don't matter.
Somebody knows.
First of all, I have a Canon camera. I could take my own pictures, guys.
Yeah, they nice in Canada. They ain't gonna steal that camera.
They
won't.
All right, and people do offer to take pictures. I was walking and some guy was like, "You want me to take your picture for you?" I said, "Sure." And that was it. He's like, why does it have to be that I'm with somebody? And I feel like that's how close people be watching your life. Those were the most days my stories was lit.
Damn.
Why y'all beasting? I'm not mad.
But how do people know when to watch?
I'm telling you, they be sending it to their friends. Look, she in Canada. Yo, mad views, hundreds. I was like, yo, I never seen you on my page before. You on my page before. People was like, oh, your man, you so lucky. What, your man, you going to post your man. You got a man. We want to see the man, sis. I was like, bro, that's to show y'all that people be like that. Now y'all don't want to watch my story no more, but it's alright. I'm going to go on the next trip. And y'all going to be up in my seat. Like, y'all just get me so tight. And the worst thing about that is that people low-key be just watching you to see, like, yo, what's going on? Mm-hmm. That's why I personally, right now, I would never do it. I'm sorry. You married. It's different. And then to be posting you, my queen.
So when you married, you think you're going to do it?
When I'm married, at this point, if I want to post him, yeah. And everybody who wasn't concerned, who was so concerned about my relationship, I said I'm gonna double tap the comment and keep it pushing. Don't ask me no questions, and that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. But yeah.
So don't let there be a time frame. But
be sure.
Be
still in no.
And no.
You got people once the relationship. Yeah, you know you got people once the relationship finished, the social media finished, right?
What do you mean?
Like they just leave the page at that.
What, like
once leave the page?
You never had no friends that they break up and they don't come back on social media?
Nah, I never seen that.
I see that.
Nah,
they just left the page where it was at. Like, no new pictures, no updates.
Wow. Nah, I ain't never seen nobody like that.
I'm moving on and I'm deleting the pictures and I'm blocking you too. And then we moving on. Yeah, it must be a Jamaican thing because in New York we take them pictures now. We let everybody love. We be like that Negro ain't ish and we keep it pushing. Okay, that's what we do. Okay, all right, or that girl.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the advice right now for grab your pens and your paper. What advice you have to give them? Your notepads and your coloring crayons if you're younger than 18.
Mm-hmm.
Don't post if you don't want to.
Yeah, and don't let. How would I say? Don't let social media dictate if you're supposed to post your man or not.
Right.
So like, don't. Even if you see, I see everybody have this little picture with one person holding the other person like they lead each other.
Right.
Everybody want to recreate this picture. If you please don't recreate another picture like that. That's one.
It's so bad.
Everybody have this picture. Damn.
It's so corny. Now I gotta be going to this person.
Everybody is recreating this picture. But social media is literally like tell you this is how it's supposed to look. So now you want to post your man, but you leading him everywhere you go. To the train station, to the corner store, everybody just please.
Just cut it out.
Don't let social media dictate what you're supposed to post.
Because I'm sure people are the same people that was questioning me, where's your man? They not posting theirs. That's the funny part about it. They want to be up in your team, but they not posting who they laid up with.
A lot of people could be in a relationship. I was just watching Jeannie. That's good.
Jeannie.
Who's Jeannie?
From the real.
Her mother been with her husband for 15 years. And Jeannie only knew him for 2 years. Her own daughter. He used to come there and she thought it was her uncle. And her mother said, you don't have to know, it wasn't important. Like, people really be in a whole relationship for 15 years and never tell their kids.
I remember that episode.
Yo!
She said she didn't know. She said, I used to call him uncle. Like, he was a family friend. Yeah. Oh, God.
So a lot of people don't got to know. If you got family, you don't got to know either.
Right, because if you want to know my relationship status, I'm going to send you my Con Ed bill, and I'm going to send you my rent bill, and I'm going to send you every bill. Because at this point, you just being nosy. All right, my social and my passport, too.
Nobody don't got to know.
Right, just keep it.
Keep it on.
Because if you're playing show. Oh, baby, I don't want to know if you're playing me, but keep it on the,
no.
Keep it on. She got my background, cause my heart can't, cause my heart.
Who sang this song? Is it Tyrese?
I don't even know. That song had me.
It sounds like a Tyrese song.
Yeah.
For what? For what?
I'm crying over some 9-year-old
Jesus.
boy. I don't know. But if you don't want to be singing that song, don't post on it, and don't be pressured to post. That's my advice to you. Just post when you feel like it. When you feel like adding this person to your life, because basically that's what you're doing. Because now you guys are one. Okay.
Yeah.
When people are looking for sunshine, they're looking for them too.
Yeah.
That's a fact. All right. And you got any advice? Was that your stomach, girl?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we rolling.
Okay, so the next.
It's not moving though.
It is.
The numbers are moving.
The time. Oh, that's all.
Oh.
What is one thing you wish you knew as a child, and how do you think that would change where you are right now? I'm asking you, little
It's
girl.
a lot. No, I was thinking.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, I was thinking. I think I was thinking about it. I was actually telling somebody that I think one of the most important things that I wish I was learned, and I probably wasn't learned. I probably wasn't learned. I probably wasn't taught that because my parents wasn't taught that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I wish I understood Black wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was telling someone, like, especially in a Caribbean household, we're pushed and taught, be a nurse, be a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
be all of the well-known,
Mm-hmm.
you know, get the big jobs. But you're not taught, like, how to create something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not taught, like, how to create something for yourself so your children also could be in good standing.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Especially, like, financially.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, I was talking to somebody the other day, I'm like, yo, if my mother died,
what's gonna happen?
we gonna have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's so bad. I mean, I don't mind. If I got the money, that's fine. God forbid, not anytime soon. But I'm just saying, like, I wish I was just taught the importance of building Black wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Even in school too, like you're
Yeah.
taught how to work for somebody, but not taught how to build a business, and you're not taught. You have to go to business school later on in your life to learn about business. Like you're not taught that at a young age because you're taught that you ought to be a fireman, you ought to be a doctor, you ought to be a nurse, or you ought to be a dentist, or you ought to be all these great things. Yeah, which is not bad, and nothing against those who are
Right
in that field.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you love, definitely. But I also think it's very important, you know, for those who, because even at a young age, there's some kids that just don't care about being a doctor, and they probably have it in their head that they want to create something for themselves from a young age.
But they're just being stifled, kind of like to think like
you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that's something that I knew. Like, I think if the same energy that you use to push your child to go to college and push your child to go to school and push your child to get a degree and push your child to get a piece of paper that has a name on it and says that she has a bachelor or a PhD is the same energy that you should push your child. Put into your child and making sure that they, you know.
I agree.
Make something for themselves.
Make something
besides
for themselves.
working for somebody else.
I agree.
I wish I was taught that. I was never taught that.
Oh, but you're learning it now, which is what matters.
But if you were taught that at a younger age, it's easy. Like if you teach a child another language right now, it's easier for them to grasp it.
Mm-hmm.
Their mind is more like open.
Right, because they don't have much information in there.
Their mind is more open.
Yeah.
So that's something I wish I was taught. What's something you wish you was taught?
Me, I was listening to you, so I wasn't thinking while you were talking. So now I actually have to think.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I wish I was taught the importance of, like, let's see, how do I word this? Like taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in New York, in America, in a fast-paced, moving environment, you could just watch your parents work.
Mm-hmm.
You could watch your parents come home and cook, you know, cater to your needs, but how many of us watch our parents cater to theirs?
Mm-hmm.
And so I believe that when, maybe like self-love, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I love myself now, but I thought I always had to keep working and working and working. Everybody needs rest. Everybody needs time for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I was ever taught, like, to just rest.
Yeah.
And
which is so important, especially living in a fast-paced city.
Oh my gosh, and it's
where
so
everything
busy.
is supposedly supposed to happen at a certain time, and you're supposed to be this, and you're 25 and you don't have it all together, and you're not married, and you don't got kids. Like everything is so fast-paced.
My head be hurting just thinking about it. And so they think like, oh, and you know what? The truth is what you said about Black wealth and things like that. Those are things that we need. Because once you understand the importance of your community, your family, you be like, oh my gosh, I gotta take care of myself so I could like inherit all the things that I worked hard for, my parents worked hard for. I could see it, you know, I could be alive to, black wealth and black health and just taking care of yourself, because honestly, I would not.
You should put a beat with that.
Black health, black wealth, and taking care of yourself. Black wealth, black health, and taking care of yourself. Because honestly, health is more important to me now than it has ever been. I believe that McDonald's is just not going to be in my kids' vocabulary. They're like, Mommy, what's that? That's the devil. Because these things are like poor people mentality.
Yeah, because Jamaicans be having kids at 1 year old eating pork.
You know what I mean?
Or the fat.
Or eating chicken because they need the nutrition.
See a little 1 year old with a pork bowl walking around the house.
And they don't care. I tried to get my mommy on that wave, like, Ma, you gotta cut out the chicken. She love her some chicken.
And you can't wait till, the worst thing is to wait till you're so old to try to change it. It's so much harder, because now my mom, she's like heavy, on more on the heavier side, but she lost a lot of weight because her knees was hurting her. So, and it was because of her weight. You know, it was weighing down on her knees. And she lost weight and it don't hurt that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All you need to do is lose a little weight. Put down a chicken bone and pick up a cheese.
Put down the red meat.
Put down the meat and like.
I love meat chicken. I love chicken.
Yeah, you do.
I love chicken. I think that would be, like, if I was to ever transition to another, like, side on the diet, it would be very hard.
No, you think it's going to be hard.
I love my chicken.
You think it's going to be hard, but you have to have people around you that's not eating it. That's what it is. But that's what I'm saying about health, about, like, okay, these things lead to, because you think, like, all these cancers and things disappear out of nowhere.
See, that's why you need fresh chicken from the farm. You need the poultry chicken. You need to go back home and see a chicken running around and grab that thing by the neck.
Yes, because
that's the chicken you need.
Yeah, but most of these stuff that they inject with, like, hormones and things like that, those are not good for you. And so we're eating these burgers.
But who said they don't inject the fruits with hormones?
Baby. The statistics, okay?
What about the grapes? You see them big grapes? They probably have hormones all up in them things.
I don't eat grapes, but for the fact is, Sunshine, this is not a guess. The truth is that, like, yes, the easiest way to do chicken is like to pick it up and be like, all right, I'm gonna do it, you know, the natural way, like farming. Those things
people. They be having in the grocery stores infused with all type of things. Those things is fat. Chicken is not supposed to be that big.
Right, and to preserve it, they gotta keep like some whatever in it. And that's not good. It causes cancer. It causes all these things. What is it? High blood pressure. Or whatever, like when you get older, what is it?
Glaucoma,
Alzheimer's,
so was the thing with the
dementia, and people think, these are family inherited, and it's not. It's the devil.
But Anime was eating too much chicken. Remember Anime from GCD?
Anime had dementia.
She had too much chicken. And damn, I gotta cut my chicken.
Yeah, because now when you get older, I feel like your body can't process. And what book? The same book I was telling you to be. You see I would keep doing that until you read it. Outwitting the Devil, it talks about like how the way he gets to people is through food. I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying to remember, because I didn't actually read it. I listened to it, and he gets through people through food. He said people can only recognize what they put in their bodies, and you're not curbing your cravings, because not everything you feel for is you might get angry, you feel to murder somebody. Are you going to do it? No. You should treat your body the same way. Like, I feel for ice cream. Literally, your body is, like, craving these things because your parents did put, like, a limit on it. You know, we could just get up and go to McDonald's is everywhere in New York.
Especially in these little hood areas. They're going to kill you one by one.
You go to the Caucasian.
But all the black people going out of the hood, they're going to have Starbucks.
Right. There's not going to be a McDonald's. They're going to be there, but you're going to have to find out.
There's going to be a Whole Foods.
Listen, that's what I wish I knew as a child, because now that I'm older, I'm like, crap, I was eating all this, foolishness and not taking care of myself, which is a part of self-love. Facts.
Self-worth. I wish I was taught that, too. I think, like, I'm appreciative that I was taught self-worth from experience, the importance of it, but I wish I was taught it when I was younger. One thing that I said that I'm going to do, like, whether I have a boy or girl or 10 of them, is to make sure, like, you know, that whenever they wake up, they speak into their lives and understand how wonderful they are.
Right.
So that they don't have to wait on the world to tell them that, because sometimes, like, you could really beat yourself up when you're not getting compliments, or when people are not giving you a pat on the back, or people are not giving you a saying good job. But if you can do that for yourself and feel good enough to do that for yourself, it makes a big difference. So you don't just sit around waiting for people to say good job.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I was taught that, because then if people only showed you, if people only if it only looked like he was being successful when someone gives you a clap, you'll forever grow up thinking that, like, oh my God, they're not giving me a clap, so I'm not doing something right.
Right. Like, I can't be successful, or I'm not successful because they ain't clapping for me.
And I wish we was taught, like, what success really is.
Yeah.
Success has nothing necessarily to just do with finances.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to do with what school you go to or what you got, whether a bachelor's or PhD or a master's. Success has all to do with your progression in life as a human being.
Right. And where your mind is, like, because you progress based on your mindset, whether you like it or not. Progress, as you said, it's nothing to do with money, because you have people who have money and they still kill themselves. You would consider them progressive, but I consider you not fulfilled because you just had money, right? But then when you have somebody who's like, I have a goal, I'm going to commit to it, and I'm going to do A, B, C, and T, and I make A, and I'm happy for myself. I may make B, I might not, but I'm still happy. I'm progressing towards Z, right?
Yeah.
That's success. You are fulfilling your purpose step by step. You're not getting sidetracked. You're confident in who you are. You don't care who has $1 million. You're worried about your 40 grand that you have, or whatever grand you have, or whatever 100 you have, because you know that you're going to make it to your goal. And so success is definitely a mindset. I feel like my parents put pressure on me, money. That's why you feel like, oh, you got to go to school and be a nurse or doctor because of money. I feel like that's none of your business. As a child, you should be focused on what is my purpose and how can I fulfill my purpose in life. And your purpose, that's why the Bible is, I feel like Jesus is always smart. Your gift will make room for you. That is basically saying your purpose. What I placed on the inside of you is going to
bring you places.
Yeah, bring you places before great men. And that doesn't mean high men. It means people who need you. People who I'm going to allow you to help. You know what I mean? People who will become great because of all the tools that I've given you. So that's the truth about it. And that's where we got it all twisted. And like you said, kudos to doctors, lawyers, because that's probably your gift. That's your gift. You probably are a people person.
I cannot see no people.
Me, I can't do it. Cause
I get cold.
even though I'm a people person, I'm going to just be through. I'll be like, all right. And on that note,
right then,
my 8 years of practice was just a waste of time, okay? But yeah.
And they kind of measure the time in which you ought to be something. So, like, imagine going to school for like 12 years. Just put in, and you hey, learn. Please learn before you go and do surgery on somebody, of course. But like certain fields, like let's say, some people don't even start their school till they're like what, 30. They halfway dead. Poor people.
Right.
Spent all that time not being happy.
Right.
Trying to impress. Trying to have a title.
Yeah, unless you're happy doing it, don't do it.
Yeah, if you're happy doing it, absolutely. Like I had this client that was telling me she's 18 years old. I think I told you the story. She's like 18 years old. She just graduated and she wants to do cosmetology. She loves skin. She want to be an esthetician. She loves skin. She loves beauty. She loves all of that. But her parents want her to be a nurse. And she's like, she's stuck in the middle because she don't know what to do. She don't want to let her parents down. But at the same time, she want to do what she loves. And I said, I'm sorry, but if you want to hear my honest opinion, I always say do what you love.
Right.
Because you will forever be miserable in that field. You're trying to make everyone happy and you're miserable. And that is one of the most dangerous things. And
Right,
you know,
God
you
forbid,
ever,
God forbid her parents die. Now
you
stuck
know, her
being a
parents
nurse.
want her to be in that field because her mother is in that field, her dad is in the field, the brother is in the field, so they want to keep that kind of like career in the bloodline. And
you lying.
Yeah.
With your family?
Yes. And they want to keep that, you know, in the bloodline. So her mother is like telling her she has to go to school for this and she has to go. And she's like, I'm just stuck because, you know, I said, if you live under her roof, if she wants you to do school, hey, do it. But do your esthetician class on the side. You hear my stomach?
Your stomach is violent, bro.
Do the esthetician class on the side.
You just ate. But I feel you 100% because your parents could really pressure you into like doing something. Not even your parents at school, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to speak into your child and tell them who they are. You know what I mean? Because if the school say one thing, your child should be this. Now you know what I think? No, you got to have a direction for your children because people will plan out your child's future. And you know dang well that's not what your child is called to do. So that, parents, I ain't no mother yet, but I feel like I'm a mother to myself. Let me say that. And right now, like, what advice would you give to your children now that you know, like, to your children, now that you know,
when
like,
they come?
Yeah, when they come. To your future children, like, okay, when they're young, about life, about their dreams, about their passions, like what advice would you give to them? Even like say you're like a big millionaire, which you will be in Jesus' name. Mm-hmm. Right? And your children, they want to do, I don't know, singing. Or they want to, like, what advice? Because that's the real lesson in this whole topic. It's like, what advice, or any kid that's out there, or a grown adult that's out there that's, like, doing something because their parent did it, or whoever, like.
Wait, you confused me. You said to my kids who want to do,
yeah, or
like,
it could
singing.
be general. No, it doesn't have to be singing, but they want to follow a dream and a passion.
I say do it and don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
I would say don't stop. I think that's the only word that I can. That can cover everything that I want to say. Be persistent, be committed, be patient, be willing to, how would I say, be open to getting knocked down a couple times. I don't want to just tell people about success.
Right.
I want to also prepare them for the hard road, because I feel like when you just tell them about success, when they have the hard road, they don't know how to handle it. So you're going to get hit. You're going to have a lot of tough times. You're going to have a lot of times when you question, you know, if this is even for you, or, you know, question if you even want to do this anymore, or question the call in your life and all these things. You're going to have a lot of those moments. And if you're a believer, you may have a lot of moments where you question God, or question his timing, or question his leading. You're going to have a lot of those moments, but in all of that, just don't stop.
Right. I agree. For my children that are unborn, I would say to never let people stop you. If somebody's in your way, just move on. I feel like and if I'm that person, move on from me, or talk to me. Talk and then move on, because people are the 6 things. I took notes on it that people have to overcome. It's fear of death, fear of poverty, fear of criticism,
fear of failure. Yeah, that is a big one.
I wrote it in the.
Oh, you wrote it down.
Where is it? Okay, you have to overcome poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. And the reasons why you have to overcome those things is because that's the biggest fears that we have as humans. It's like, how am I going to die? Am I going to be healthy? Which is why we have to take caution and how, you know what I mean? So overcome criticism is my biggest one, because when you don't care about what people say, you're going to make it in life. you should care about what your close family says to an extent,
Yeah,
because they see you in your element, but they might not understand you. And I believe this is a word for somebody. Jesus didn't show everybody the same face. He didn't show the multitude the same face. He didn't show his disciples the same face. He didn't show Judas the same face. You know what I mean? He had a personality, not a personality like he was bipolar.
Personality.
You know what I mean? But he had a personality for every person that came to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He had a face for the Pharisees. He had a face because you cannot be the same, because people not going to understand you 100%. Only God understands you 100%, and only you know you. You know what I mean? So overcome that fear of like people, because I used to always be afraid of what people thought of me. Swear to God, I used to be coming home thinking about what he said to me. Is it true? Now I don't care. You could say the craziest thing about me. I think Sharlene, and let's move on. You know what I mean? And it comes with age, but when the faster you get it, it's the faster better you make it in life.
That's why I say make sure you teach them from young.
I think you overcame that very fast. Teach them from young. To me, like looking at you, you overcame it. I would say I'm overcoming it because first of all, I don't even be around people for me to hear what they be saying. That's the first. But yeah, and if you're getting criticism from your not constructive criticism, but criticism like, oh, you would never be you ain't gonna make it. So that's what I have to say to you guys.
Yeah.
Who are out there who want to, follow your dreams, or, you're young.
And don't let other people's vision of you become the vision of yourself. I think, like, one of the craziest things that could ever happen to an individual is that when you have a vision, but other people's vision overpower your vision. Mm-hmm. So they'll say, no, you're supposed to be this, but you feel it, you're like, no, I'm not supposed to be this. Mm-hmm. So always keep the vision that you have that is in your heart. And work towards that. Yeah. Not saying that a vision may not be all that bad, but make sure you work towards the vision that's in your heart.
Yeah, I agree, because especially when you're talented, I don't know if this happens to you or happened to you, when they see you could speak, or because this happened to me in school, this happened to me in church, this happened to me about everywhere I go. Everybody have a plan for me. You should do this, you should do that, and I'm with it. But that wasn't what I believed in my heart. And so I was conflicted. You know what I mean?
You was a speaker somewhere else.
Right. I could have been
probably an inspirational speaker.
And honestly, I love God. I love you, God. I love you, God. But God called me to speak. But for some reason, I don't really care about where it is at this point. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. If it's not on the pulpit, God, you the OG, because you know that's not where my heart is at. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to throw no shade.
This man be working in funny ways. He'll put you in the pulpit.
But he understands my heart. Like, if I speak to a group of women or men, I'm fine with that, too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not beasting. I'm not running it down. Hell to the no. Because it's not really... I don't care. Not that I don't care. I know I'm called to be a speaker, yeah. Whether or not I speak to church people, hungry people on the street, I don't. I just want to fulfill my purpose. And I'll know that this is where I'm supposed to be.
If you feel like you are called to be a preacher, or called to be a teacher, or someone who is supposed to be in a church or in a podium, the most important podium is your life. You first make sure that you don't make it your duty to just speak on a piece of wood every day or every week, whatever the case may be. I always say the best podium, the best pulpit, rather, to preach on is your life, your everyday life. Yeah. People will understand more. You reach more people.
I agree.
Than 50 people in one room.
Right, because I feel like when you have a platform, and Jesus knows this, I think that's what you're saying is true, because every person who grabs the mic, their life must match up. Hell yeah. It must match up. And that's why I think there's pressure on that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm not really running it down or beasting or anything like that. Not saying that my life is not matching up, but I'm saying that I know the responsibility. And I know I'm not just first of all, I'm not going to preach to you about people in the past and not tell you about how it could help your future. That's not where I'm at. I'm not on that type of timing. If I can tell you about what God did for the children of Israel for weeks straight, that's great. But if I can't tell you how I could help you right now or how we can come together to make sure your life moves forward, I'm not interested.
Yes.
So my main focus is, yes, I love Jesus. I'm going to preach Jesus. That's a fact.
But you meant to preach Jesus in different countries. You just walk around and
right.
talk to people.
But my lifestyle is not going to be just to hold the mic. Because I could do that anywhere. I have a YouTube channel and I have a podcast. That's not, you know, like that doesn't excite me like that. Yeah, so my rant is done. But you get what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Your purpose.
I said the same thing. I'm not called to be on the pulpit. That's not my calling. I know that's not my calling. I've been saying that for
I feel like you're a good speaker, but that could be a...
Nah, I just speak to people. That's all I do. I just talk. That's it. I don't got no title. I don't want it. I just want to talk to people. That's it.
Yeah, but it's God's will for
I
your
just
life,
walk
baby.
around.
I
think I'm more of like a go around type of person.
Oh, you
I can't
understand?
be stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be in one place.
I feel you. That works. That works. But that's definitely you see how we get so passionate just about talking about our purpose and our goals, which is the point. You guys should be passionate. You know what's in your heart. You know what I mean? You shouldn't focus on what everybody else is saying, which happened to both of us. Mm-hmm. And we spoke about this off camera. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of pressure on us, but now we're free. I'm delivered. I've been through it. I'm delivered. With a T. And yeah, so that's basically it. I hope you guys were taking notes, because if you thought we was gonna do a recap, you're bugging, because that was the recap. That was that.
They could do a rewind.
Y'all could rewind it, because we was dropping some gems. You think so? I think we was dropping some. Because that was it. We was giving y'all the tea just now. Follow your heart.
Ass. I don't know what I'm dancing to.
Cracky. Oh gosh. So I want you guys to name like 3 things that you guys learned from the podcast.
I'll be a dope crackhead though. You be a nice crackhead too. I think you'd be a nice crackhead.
Why?
Like you be the one that be dancing, just looking on the floor. Looking for quarters.
Be like, yes. I'll be like, hey.
You ever seen the quarter seekers? Those people are persistent. If they had a business plan,
but
the quarter seekers, when they be walking around on the floor, looking for quarters. Never seen a set of persistent people like
they
that.
need yes.
They stop until they find a quarter.
Karen knows of this homeless man. He's not really homeless. He's asking for money. Karen was like, I know you. Why? I feel like if you were that persistent, you could be a salesman.
Yeah, you could do that. Listen, I don't know. They got a nice aura. They should use that aura in the right setting.
Yeah,
because
I think
you know, you just want to give. You just want to give. They need some type of ministry. They just want to give, invest in them or something. Jeez.
Oh God! All right, so this is the end of Nightschool, right? This is the end. We're coming to our end, and I want you guys to comment 3 things. Should be 2, 3, or 1 thing? Because some people don't like to type. We're gonna do one.
Do one.
Yeah, 1 thing that you guys learned from it, or 1 thing that you thought was funny. 1 thing that you thought was,
gotta get this.
Something that you needed in your life. You know what I mean? Because we're just trying to help you guys out. That's why it's Nightschool, so we can help you out. First of all, don't soda away. So we just want to help you out and things. So make sure you check out my Instagram, Sharlene. I'm gonna put it right here.
With like 7 E's.
It's only 4. Calm down. So check out my Instagram. Check out my website, guys. I got a lot of things. You guys already know. I'm not going to go through all of that, but you already know. Just check out my Instagram, check out my website, and for sunshine.
Check out my Instagram, check out my website, check out my Facebook, check out my Twitter.
You got Twitter?
I just started. I haven't been on it like 6 months, but it's still up there. So.
Okay. Follow her on Twitter.
It's not going to be up here, but she ain't going to add it up here.
What's your Twitter? It's the same thing?
I don't know.
All right, on that note, I'm Shar.
And I'm Sunshine.
And thank you for tuning in to Nightschool. Class is what?
Dismissed.
How do you be? Look here, fuck.